You are looking at your own market. What data points should you be looking at in a market to know the trend and the trajectory of house prices, and then generally the temperature of real estate in your area?
Supply and demand is what rules real estate. It's simple economics. And so that's what you're going to be looking at to understand the temperature of the market. This will work in any market. I'm going to provide some examples from our local Seattle Metro. But if you want to know what direction a market is headed, you need to first look at the active listing numbers. Are the active listings growing or are they shrinking? Now realize there's a seasonality to real estate, especially here in the Seattle Metro. It rains a ton during the winter. Okay, so people don't like buying homes and pouring down rain. And then the sun starts to come out in the spring, and the spring market naturally hits and inventory rises. So realize, one, with real estate, there's always seasonality. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to compare those active listings. What did it look like versus the previous month? And what did it look like versus the same time last year? What's it doing over the last 1, 2, 3, or 5 years? Where is it trending? Next, we then want to look at essentially the pendings. In other words, what's selling? How much is the market taking away from the supply? Is that pending number going up or down? Then we want to look at the months of supply of pendings. What that means is that's inventory. Most of the United States is in a low inventory situation, and here in the Seattle Metro, we're in a stupid low inventory situation. You can think of it like 6 months is a neutral market, below 6 months is a seller's market. Hardcore seller's market is basically anything below 2 months. We are in a hardcore seller's market in the Seattle Metro. This is like you walk into the soup aisle at your favorite grocery store. There are 5 shelves with a month and a half worth of inventory, which is approximately what we have. It's like there's 2 rows of cans on one shelf and the other 5 are empty. That's what's causing the appreciation. Once again, track it over a time period. Compare it to other time period. Another metric you can look at, DOM, days on market. If days on market is starting to rise significantly, it's an indicator that the market is slowing down. If days on market is going down, it's an indicator the market is speeding up. If days on market is really low versus the historical average, it means it's hot. Historical average in our area is like 45 days. Days on market right now is like 12. Okay. Well, that means the market's hot. Moving on to a next metric, the amount of showings it takes for a property to go pending. This is a hard one to find, and you don't see it in most markets. The average number of showings per listing. If the average number of showings per listing is 11, and the average number of showings to get a pending is 15, you know that if you're just average, you're not selling. But if you got 20 showings and you didn't get an offer, you're probably overpriced. So there's ways to read this data. And this is the one people usually think about first. But notice how it's behind all these other ones, prices. Because these other ones are going to lead what happens to prices. But yes, if prices are rising, okay, your market's doing well. If prices are going down, the market's not doing that well.